Ayo, sup y'all, it's that time again. It's time to take a look at what the best Pokemon ROM hacks are. This list will consist of the 10 best Pokemon ROM hacks to check out this year. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into this. Pokemon Fantasy versions. This game is a completed game, and it's more or less, rather than a, ROM hack, a fan game, but seeing as they aren't massively different nowadays, it shouldn't really make a big deal, right? Because you can play most RPG maker games on your phones, and that was kind of the biggest issue with ROM hacks in the past. Either way, the game aimed to create a game with a stereotypical elements from a Pokemon game, aka the generic Pokemon catching mechanics, such as with stereotypical fantasy elements from fantasy games and stories. Now, the game features Mega Evolution and no Dynamaxing, but instead G-Max forms are transformed into Megas instead, and also the game contains 898 Pokemon in it, which is a substantial amount to be fair. Also, you have a form of boss battles in this game that are a twist on the totem battles from Generation 7, so definitely a worthwhile thing for those of you that want a game with fantasy elements in it and an interesting story. Next up is Pokemon Unbound. So finally, the ROM hack has been finished. Pokemon Unbound is one of the most earliest ROM hacks I've ever covered on this channel. It's also a really awesome one, a really insane ROM hack, and I wish it would get more love. Now, the game is quite amazing for what it is. It was made by a small group, and it was made in, just a normal ROM hacking tool outside of RPG Maker. So what can you expect for seeing this game, right? Like, besides the amazing visuals and awesome sprite work, well, you got yourself a bunch of features. So here are some of them, right? You got a powerful engine, pushing the complete Fire Red upgrade to its maximum potential, because this is a ROM hack built upon Fire Red, but with a style of, I guess you could argue, the style of Generation 4. And also, you can see your favorite Pokemon from Gen 1 up to Gen 7, and use your favorite moves and abilities from each of the generations. It features galore. Pokemon Unbound is also chock full of features to enjoy, such as unlimited bag space, auto run, dex nav, daily raids, inverse battles, and much more. A new HM system where you have access to all your favorite HMs without the hassle of carrying HM slaves, as long as your Pokemon can learn a HM move. You've got updated graphics, as you have already seen, difficulty modes, choose from 4 different difficulty modes ranging from easy to insane, a unique mission system, which basically contains about 75 unique missions to complete. Mission progress can be tracked using the new mission log. Character customization, so yes, you can choose from up to 300 different combinations of skin tones, hair colors, and outfits, and all that sort of stuff to unleash your fashion sense. You've got daily events as well, exciting mini games, challenging puzzles in the rich post game, as well as a custom OST where you've got about 50 unique songs composed for Pokemon Unbound, each as brilliant as the last. So basically, this game is chock full with things, and I definitely think it's a worthwhile game to check out. Next is one I had to include, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield GBA ROM hacks. This is more or less a recreation of Pokemon Sword and Shield into a ROM hack in the style of Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, give or take, right? Kind of similar to Unbound in style. This is honestly the perfect option for those of you that have yet to get your hands on Pokemon Sword and Shield official versions, or don't have a good enough PC to emulate the games on an emulator. Either way, this is a great way to sort of, emulate the feeling of Sword and Shield in the sprite, or spirit rather, of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Here's some of the things you can enjoy in terms of features from this game if we just look at it quickly. You've got a game map, Pokemon Sword and Shield game's history, all Pokemon of Generation 8, Mega Evolution, Gigantamax, new graphics, new attacks, physical and special divisions or splits, right? New songs, fairy typing, black and white menus, XP share all the time, raids, wild extensive area, or the wild area itself, Pokemon in the overworld, exchange returns occur by trade stone instead of you normally trading. You've got an IV and EV system as well. So overall, if you want to experience Sword and Shield in GBA form, this might be your way.
A lot of really bad games on the mobile.
Well, why don't you just play Raid Shadow Legends? Who the hell are you?
I'm here to tell you about Raid Shadow Legends.
You peasant. Raid Shadow Legends has taken over, and gaming will never be the same. Raid brings you that true console-level gaming experience. Explore millions of champion combos, and master countless of tactics as you take on bosses, dungeon runs, and campaign battles, as well as PvP arena matches. You've got hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills for you to create the best team and improve your champion.
You get amazing champions such as the Elder Skag. He's a universal fighter, pushing enemies with HP burn and stripping away their buffs. Or if you want something different, what about the big beefy boy Ignatius, who deals heavy damage even though his damage scales are for defense? Or maybe you want Manaya. yes, who protects the team and lives forever. With Konara on the team, she does both even better. And if you haven't heard, this month, Raid's got a non-stop schedule of summer events and activities. We're talking special fusion events to get brand new legendary champions, tournaments to get other players, and much, much more. They've also released 5 amazing new champions, and each of them looks incredible. Can't wait to get my grubby hands on all of them.
Oh, okay, wow, that sounds pretty great.
Yes, and right now, if you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and you get an epic hero, Shonoru, who's amazing in the Doom Tower. 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. So what are you waiting for? Get in the game, I'll be seeing you there. Use our link and our QR code to get yourself an advantage right now. To get your reward, you simply have to go here to find it. Thank you to Raid Shadow Legend for the sponsorship, and let's get into the rest of the video.
Then we have Pokemon Soulstone, which is a fully completed Pokemon game that aims to be a quite different project. This was made by developers during the pandemic as a way to try out a new venture. Well, let's just say a great game was created. The game contains more mature themes and language that might contain some rude words and violence, so it's a bit more on the serious type of a story that they aimed for. You play as an agent working for the Republican agency that was sent back in time to the year 3000, or from the year 3564 CE to the 21st century, and issued orders to track down strong trainers known as Soul Keepers and recover their sacred pendants or Soulstones that hold strong legendary powers and abilities to command a kind of like a specific certain mythical Pokemon. Quite a strange concept, but it's quite interesting, and the game also features certain features. These features include Generation 1 to 7 Pokemon, Fairy typing Mega Evolution level cap of 175, about 25 hours of content plus 10 more hours in the post-game, Generation 3 style of the world, and you know, the graphics and mechanics and abilities up to Generation 7, a day and night cycle with the ability to view encounters on a map, hidden grottos, one region, the Epoch present day region available in the game, in the main game, with a second region, Epoch 3564, available in the post game. Not your ordinary gym battle and league challenge, as this unique story with heavy emphasis on narrative progression kind of changes that. Choice of starters from Generation 1 to 7, and each starter has new abilities. Some new Pokemon have the Epoch original variant, as well as over 200 custom-made regional variant Pokemon for the national dex, size of 1030 Pokemon available, over 65 custom-made Mega Pokemon in addition to Canon Megas, and over 125 side quests for you to do and explore. At the 6th place, we have ourselves one of the strangest but coolest Pokemon ROM hacks I've ever had the pleasure to actually see. It's kind of a like minorly changed ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald called Pokemon Emeralds 8, which has a very simple feature. You have 8 Pokemon in your party instead of the classic 6 Pokemon parties, so do the enemies as well. And this is honestly just a cool thing to me. So here are the features of the game. Party size up to 8 members on both player and enemy parties, new 4-4 party menu layouts, double battles supported, Generation 6 EXP share, custom gym leader, Elite 4 and champion member teams, reusable TMs, indoor running, new music on gym leader battles, starter Tyrogue along with usual starter of choice, Hall of Fame supports 8 size party, single full party bug catcher at the very beginning that was used on testing but decided to leave into the final game. So overall, an interesting ROM hack. Then we have Pokemon Moss, Lime, and Coral Lapis versions, which are sort of sequels to the games Pokemon Aster Violet and Iris Purple, as well as Rose Pink, one of the first ever ROM hacks I actually recorded on YouTube. Now here's some of the features of Moss, Lime, and Coral Lapis. It's got an open world. You can battle new 4 gyms and local champions, plus 8 more gyms in the post-game, 8 new towns and other areas, a new evil organization called Team Brimstone, the 16 new evolutions from Aster Violet, so you should probably put Aster Violet before this, a few new regional variants, synthetic evolution stones, unlimited use, return stone, de-evolves most Pokemon, a selection of Pokemon from all generations, mystery gift, DS music, a lot of post-game Easter eggs, and turbo button on F, which will speed up your game. So quite an interesting set of 2 games, which is awesome because you got 2 of them, you can pick between them. This next one has to be one of the craziest games I've ever seen. It's called Pokemon Wilds. Now what makes this game so special? Well, it has to be the fact that this game has a procedurally generated map. What this means is the game's map gets created and generated like as you progress randomly, right? Which means that you are playing the world around you. As you're playing, the world around you gets created on its own. That means that you and everyone else would have a different experience totally. So here are some of the features that are mentioned. A large procedurally generated world to explore, different biomes with Pokemon unique to that biome, ride and fly on your Pokemon, control your Pokemon's movement while they use HMs like Cut, Rock Smash, as well as Headbutt. Items can be combined and crafted at a campfire. Some ingredients may be more difficult to find refined than others. Your Pokemon will be generate items if they are located in their natural habitat. Example, Mareep gives soft wool, Miltank gives Moo milk. Farm different items to use them as crafting and building materials. Build structures and Poke Farms for your Pokemon to live in. Happy Pokemon generate items faster rather. Each world has a procedurally generated dungeon containing a special legendary battle. So honestly, this is incredible. Such a cool concept for a Pokemon fan game and just a Pokemon game in general. And I really hope that somebody else works further on these sort of games in this style of game, because it will be fantastic. Then we have Pokemon Radiant. This is a very interesting game as it features the ability for players to own their own house and overall includes an interesting style to it. Now players can own their house and also some of the features are that they are slightly more random experience that you get in this game, so every save file is a bit different. Example, route trainers can change Pokemon for every player, so it is randomized. Probably the only fan game with an English option for both UK and US, which is fair enough. 2 new types and some Pokemon with natural immunities to types. Players can get perks from obtaining Pokemon in the Pokedex, auras which enhance moves of a certain type, new Liberty forms for some Pokemon such as Beedrill, Primeape, and Druddigon, which is a mix between Megas and regional variants, contains most of the 890 Pokemon from Generation 1 to 8. Players can embark on over 225 quests and get rewards, more ways to EV train, and a club for level 100s, almost complete freedom to explore, most of the core features for the main games, hundreds of hours of gameplay time, Gen 5 graphics, customizable characters, and many more features. So kind of an open-esque game similar to Pokemon Wilds, but in a bit of a different manner, so kind of a cool one though. Then we have Pokemon Jade, a game that features 125 brand new fan-made Pokemon that you can go out and catch. You have 8 gyms, Elite 4, and a champion to take on in this brand new region with a custom UI and much more to enjoy in your journey. Now Jade is like a good all-around game for those of you that want to simply enjoy a nice complete journey with Fakemons as your option rather than old Pokemon that you already know about. So if you're looking for a Fakemon type game, this may be it. And then we have Pokemon Uranium. Now this game, I shouldn't really be putting on this list as it came out a long time ago. It's one of the most popular games ever as it was shut down by Nintendo, but it was left behind, for a long time now and is left alone for a long time, and I felt like it was time to bring it up once again and give it some love, shall we? So the game is incredible with 150 plus original Pokemon, a new typing called Nuclear type, a Nuzlocke mode, and a brand new region named Tandor with an incredible and properly completed, map and everything you could ask for. The game's art style is also great and the game looks professional as it was kind of like almost looking like a real official game from around the 4th generation of games series, like it looks from that part of the era. But yeah, if you want an old but gold game, then Uranium is a perfect game to revisit in 2021 as the game isn't touched by many people nowadays and sort of forgotten oftentimes. So I would say do revisit it, go check it out, give it some love. Uranium is worth it. It's one of the best Pokemon fan games, ROM hacks, whatever you want to call it, that you'll ever find. So definitely go give it some love.